Many video games can be summarized with only a few words. Eat mushrooms and save the princess, use a giant key to fight darkness, start a new life after destroying Greece, you know, stuff like that. So when I saw a game that described itself as a story of love, giraffes, and hot dogs, you can bet that caught my attention. Featuring a giraffe using its tongue to fly like a helicopter, a whale with low self-esteem, zombie cats, sentient sticker books, and many other strange things, let's talk about The Adventure Pals. The story of The Adventure Pals stars a young boy named Wilton, who is celebrating his birthday with his father, who he calls Papa. Shortly after being gifted a giraffe, which he names Sparkles and announces as his new best friend, Wilton's father is kidnapped by the evil Mr. B, who threatens to turn Papa into a hot dog unless he receives rubies as payment. Deciding that his only option is to chase after Mr. B, Wilton takes off with those Sparkles and Mr. Rock, his other best friend who just happens to be a sentient rock, on a huge journey to save his father. Along the way, he collects stuff, beats up bad guys, helps a variety of characters with their problems, and overall just has a pretty fun time. So, what do I enjoy about this game? First off, I really like that picking this title up and playing it was effortless, with me never feeling like it was a struggle to learn a new mechanic or like any mechanic was out of place. I mean, whether wall jumping, using bombs, or even chucking Mr. Rock to activate things, every movement felt really intuitive and easy to use. Piggybacking off of that, I also really like that the goal of the game is always clear. Basically, your job is to lead the trio of adventurers as they make their way through 5 distinct worlds and explore each of the various levels found within. Each level runs similarly, with you making your way through while doing a variety of platforming, fighting baddies, finding collectibles, and finally, securing the ruby at the end of each zone. While this may sound like it could get boring rather quickly, I feel that the gameplay never dives into monotony thanks to 2 things. One thing that helps keep the feeling fresh is the level design. Featuring a variety of enemies, environments, and obstacles to go through, I felt that each level felt unique despite the gameplay being similar. Not only that, but with collectibles purposely placed off the beaten path, exploring the different nooks and crannies of each level definitely helps it feel like more than a race to the exit. The other thing that helps with repetition is the fact that you are given the ability to choose different power-ups each time Wilton levels up. With each level, you're given the choice to choose one of 3 cards, each unlocking a new skill or perk. This not only helps give you a great sense of control, since you get to pick your moves, but it helps to shake things up as you try out each of the new things you unlock during your journey. Finally, the last thing that I enjoyed about the game that I want to talk about is the art style and humor. While I know that the overly cartoon style won't please everyone, I personally really like it and feel that it really fits the game's goofy tone. I mean, it is done in an art style very similar to Adventure Time, and just like the show, the game has a very surreal sense of humor to it. From inanimate objects with faces, to non sequiturs, and even a stretchy companion, the game feels like it could be related to the show, and as a fan of Adventure Time, I quite enjoyed this. However, as with anything else that has its praises, there are criticisms as well. One thing that I did not like is that at least on the Nintendo Switch version, you confirm things with the B button instead of the A button. Well, this is more of a nitpick, and I am sure probably not even a problem in other systems due to button location. I will admit that it took me a bit to get used to and was annoying to deal with. Another complaint, if you can call it that, is with the difficulty. Similar to what I said about Kirby Star Allies, this game is very easy and definitely not the kind of thing you pick up if you're looking for a challenge. Therefore, I just want to get that out there since I know that may be a big deal for some people. Finally, while I found the art style and humor to be really fun, I'm sure that there will be people who probably find it ugly or too immature or other things of that nature. So if you don't enjoy that stuff, it is probably best to stay away. With that being said, I really enjoyed the game and definitely have had a lot of fun with it. Despite it being a pretty easy game with pretty simple gameplay, I found it to be really charming in its delivery and felt that playing through it was kind of addicting. If you're looking for a cheap, easy to blow through game and/or are a fan of cartoons like Adventure Time, then I am sure you will enjoy this. But hey, that's just my opinion. And remember, don't take anything I say too seriously. After all, I'm just a wannabe reviewer. Thanks for watching.